Jumping right into this one, I must say, the Japanese version has recently received their update probably a couple hours ago, and my oh my, do things look absolutely sick. They're finally jumping into the Halloween side of things, and with that, a new Summer Eastern. Now, a lot of people are not happy with the fact that it's a Summer Eastern. I can somewhat understand that, there are a lot of really cool characters, and I think everyone was holding out for an Escanor, but hopefully that just means we'll get an Escanor in the next update. I mean, even if they could push back a little bit longer for our next fest, we get another Escanor. I'd be fine with having two fest Escanors. I don't think anyone would be complaining there, or even if we were to get a skinny Escanor and have him be really good, because I feel like he's the kind of unit where they'd purposely shaft him just because it matches the character. But having a look at the Eastern's kit, I mean, they did the Grand Cross thing where they wanted to make a character good, so they gave her Flood single target, but other than that, she has the Pierce Lilia AoE card, the ultimate depletion one on levels 2 and 3, and her passive, once again, another passive that works really well with the human team. Let's go for this here. As long as we keep up these King Shields, I feel like we're going to be pretty good to beat this Estarossa team. Kind of farming him at this point, but with the update as well, Estarossa and a couple other really cool costumes? A couple really cool costumes got released, and I'm super excited to actually have them in game. Go ahead and purchase them, and after all this time, a 5th cosmetic for the Assault Mode Meliodas. Can't believe we actually get to see the day, but the Red Eastern's passive for every dead enemy in PvP increases basic stats of human race allies by 7%, and during allies' turn, if a human ally kills an enemy, reduces all enemies' ultimate move gauge by 2 at the end of the turn. So, not terrible, not the greatest thing in the world, could definitely have a better passive. Oh, look at this here. Unfortunately, all of the debuffs are gone. We'll still go ahead and throw this one out. I would throw out the King card, but I'm slightly scared it might kill someone. I mean, why not? We'll go ahead and risk it. Also, look at all those grey debuffs on Diane there. She's going to be hitting like a truck when I throw out that Pulverize card. And we get to see Merlin ult animation right off the bat. 400,000. I mean, look, she's only won 6, and I've been trying to get a second too. My luck is just god-awful in this game. And I mean, this could potentially be hyped to only a very few amount of people, and oh god, we're only 2 matches in, already coming up against Barn teams. I think we may end up going for the same starting hand. Bro even got the merger on the Reinhardt, but we'll go for this one here. Yes, so 2 new bundles. One of them for 5,000 anvils and 50 hammers. Haven't got any of the price conversions for these. And the other one, 250 of each of the cosmetic upgrades. And I think we can purchase that one 5 times, which is crazy. The amount of characters that I'm super close to maxing out, but just due to the fact that the SSR cosmetics is so difficult to get to UR and then to max UR, it can be really hard to fully max out these characters, and especially when trying to showcase every character, or most of the competent characters at least, it can be hard trying to get everyone to look at their utmost best, because, I mean, you see some people do showcases and using random units, their CC's 370,000, stuff like that. Also, look at Diane soaking in those hits. Let's see, we could probably go for double King card into the mill, and that'll probably give us the best chance at drawing in more cards. Also make a pretty strong shield as well. And the Barn team just does not die though. He didn't chuck up the Nameless Dance as well, which is really smart. He could use it for ult control in a sense, since we are mainly using AoE units, but let's go. Stun on the Arthur there, which is really nice for us. I really should have thrown out that Melon card before we got the stun out. That's alright though. Yeah, other than the bundles, of course, the new skins for the Festival Estarossa is a Berserk Estarossa, I think his name is. Assault Mode Meliodas and Ominous Nebula Zeldris also got one. I think that also makes him max cosmetics as well, which is super sick. We'll definitely have to try to team with all of them having their new cosmetics. What do we want to do with you? We could go for some form of... This could be good. Oh no, I didn't actually get the... Oh no, that should still be fine now. We'll be able to do damage to him. We can remove the Reinhold ultimate. Perfect. I don't know how much damage it's going to do as well. Yeah, nothing too strong as of yet. Then gets the stun on Reinhardt. Here's his basic stat increase, so he might be a little hard to kill this turn. And I mean, maybe if we could kill someone on our team, we could get the King ultimate out. Yeah, of course, returning all of the OG Halloween costumes, so stuff for characters like Barn, Elizabeth. I'm definitely gonna have to buy the Elizabeth one, because there's often times where I'm using them in Skull and Hardy, and I know the cosmetics I don't have for her at the moment they're not the greatest thing in the world. God, what do I want to go for? I could go ahead and move you and go for this as well. That'll give us a pretty decent shield, and then having those 2 ultimates, hopefully we can finish things off. We do have the 660 N now, so I'm hoping this will be enough kill power to kind of round things off. However, I did use a ultimate in one of the previous videos or previous DN showcases, and I don't know, man, it can be, I don't know how people are juicing up their DN. Maybe they're using attack defense DN. Oh my god, that King Shield tanked that so goddamn well. And then, well, I'm guessing this is another nameless dance card. Oh no, goes for the charge. Okay, let's see. We'll throw out the King card first, of course, to get the increased damage. That'll remove the evasion from you. It's not like we can't hit without the ultimates anyway. They'll go through evasion. So there's that one there. Come on. 660 yen. Almost fully, or I believe she's fully buffed up. 802,000. Still not hitting millions yet. You could easily get it though if you were to change the gear up a little bit. And Melon finishes it. Wow, 550. That's a lot better than what we saw last time. And for type disadvantage, I'm actually pretty impressed with that. We got the King Ultimate as well here. Damn, things are actually, I'm surprised we're beating the Barn team, in saying that the King is obviously made to counter the Barn teams, so makes dealing with this kind of stuff a whole lot less miserable than it can be in some showcases. Oh my. Are we gonna lose King? Oh no, we might have lost King. Oh no. Oh well, we'll skip on to the next match. I was really looking forward to showing off that ultimate. And I wonder when the global and Japanese sides of things are going to get linked, because there was quite some time where the global version was 2 weeks away from the Japanese version, and now it's only a week away, or just a 4-day away kind of break. You know, stuff released on Thursday for the Japanese version, and then the global version gets up on Tuesdays. So it's not terribly bad. I would like to go ahead and showcase the units the day they come out. Would be very, very nice, but I still, you know, keep my first impressions when I get to try them out. What a shame. I wanted to fight that demon team. And another Barn team, of course. You couldn't let me fight the demon team. God damn. Bro just had to forfeit that one. Oh, would you look at that? Let's see. I might go ahead and use the King card first this time around instead. Go for the DN taunt there. Only thing about DN is there's not a crazy amount of teams that she's really good in. It mainly consists of those alt rush ones, although she's good in a whole bunch of different forms of content, which is definitely nice. I don't know, mate. Once you get her fully built up as well, she's pretty much unkillable. Should easily be stronger than Trader Melee fully built up as well. Because Trader Melee, he can lose his buffs if you don't use them eventually, and all of hers are grey, so they can't be removed, anything like that. She's definitely holds up, and even if you build her, using her in stuff like Bird as well, I would say I prefer the Matrona, and especially with how strong everyone's units have become, you really don't even need a taunt character, but hey, I like playing with the Matrona. It's what I'm used to. That, Miguel, the Cusack, and Trader Melee. I mean, we might as well go for this, right? Should give us a lot of damage on that final card. Go for the Dissolve, or is that might pop her passive actually. We might lose a lot of damage here. Ah, well, that's fine. Throw this one out. What's the damage gonna look like? 300,000, not bad. Once again, definitely should have thrown that out a move earlier. Level 2 taunt, man. And we will constantly win these, because even having DN and King there alone, it doesn't matter who your third or even your fourth unit is. I feel like they have enough to deal with the Barn team by themselves, even though Reinhardt is just utterly broken. Fire Pressure card will barely finish off the shields. Look at that, only half of DN's shield. What a good unit. And to think people were trashing on her so much on her release. If we go like this will also get us the Melon ultimate, and the block effect will be gone by the next turn anyways. Should be fun. Yeah, if you guys have any team suggestions for the Melon, I did see people are starting to use this Melon along with Kyo and Iori, so I was initially planning on having this as my last Melon showcase before, you know, we get into the new update, show all that new stuff off, but who knows, I may have to give that a shot, because, I mean, Iori's not a character that got a lot of... He didn't get a lot of showtime. He got released alongside Terry, who completely overshadowed him. Once again, another unit that is amazing for the Barn team. I don't know, man. Iori's definitely fun, and I love Kyo as a character. Those super offensive, nothing defensive about them. Just balls to the wall. You go first, and you win games. Let's go 1, 2, and I might as well just throw this into. If we can get rid of Barn, that'd be great. Throw ultimate off here, and will that give us enough debuffs to? Yeah, proc the passive again in this. Oh, as if we just missed out on the Arthur there. That is so unfortunate. Ah well, Barn's dead. Barn's dead regardless there. Nice 500,000 from Merlin. And then we'll just have to dwindle through Arthur's HP again. Look, with the end with max ultimate gauge and this many grey buffs, we can, especially when we get a level 2, we can easily one-tap through her. Oh, and this ultimate might be pretty juicy as well. Need to use her along Ludo or something like that, because I never really got to see her ultimate at max potential. I don't really remember doing a lot of DM showcases as well when she released, just due to how unfortunate it was that I only got her 2-6, and Red Tarmiel didn't, well, he wasn't released at the time, so he's the main reason why she is as good as she is today. 1, 2, and 3. Get the shield up, the extra buffs. You guys know how it works at this point. Yeah, I really wish she did have a better ult animation. Though, when I see ult animations, I really think about thumbnail potential, and that was impressive. But I really think about thumbnail potential, and I mean, Diane just doesn't have a lot going for her. It's really, really unfortunate. Probably even looking back, I don't even have to look at any examples now, but I can just tell by the way that's looked. And some of her poses as well, because she's a bigger character, it's hard to get high quality screenshots of all of her emotes, all that kind of stuff. So kind of unfortunate for Diane. We'll go for this here just in case. I mean, it's not like he's going to have evasion food, anything like that anyways. CC is way too high for that. Assault Melee, definitely the scarier option. I feel like once he gets his fifth cosmetic as well, he'll jump up the CC chain a little bit higher, which matters so much in this game, and just dealing with that little bit more damage can be really helpful, because, I mean, even if you attack into the demon team quite a bit and he has one of those amplify cards, if bro crits, and even when he doesn't crit sometimes, he can completely one-tap one of your units, so he's definitely outdated a little bit, but Esterosa's helped revive him so much. Start attacking into our Diane, perfect. I mean, if she gets to the point where she has to take the encroach debuff, she might be as good as dead. What do we want to go for? We'll go 1, you'll counter, and then that'll be before the shield comes up, so we should be fine there. We'll merge you, and I might as well get the dissolve out. Esterosa's pretty close to getting his ultimate. It is still very scary to attack into him because the Chandler counters also count as darkness debuffs. Everyone's still quite a bit of HP to get through as well. That's fine, I can live without the Melon having the shield. Stun Chandler, that removes quite a bit of his cards. Stun Esterosa, oh wow, that was so good for us. God damn, what element was I have? Because I know I've done so many showcases at this point, but I still cannot remember which ones do which. That's fine, we can eat the AoE cards all day. Okay, now Diane's in the death zone. This next turn's really gonna have to count. Do we go ahead and spam king cards? I think that might be the go. 1, 2, and I might as well just we'll throw out this one, why not? Throw that, if everyone's low, at least we have ultimates to kind of seal the deal. My, they're so tanky. The darkness debuffs really help me out. I should have gone ahead and inspected the Esterosa or the Chandler before moving over to this turn, because they would have had some juicy, an extra 200,000 HP, something like that, because I mean, the Goddess team as well. And I was really surprised using the red Sariel, proccing his Holy Relic and maxing that out. You can have them look even more broken. Running him alongside Margaret, something like that. Super, super fun team comp. Let's see here, can bro break through Diane? Well, Diane doesn't even have the taunt up at this point, so he could definitely go for King, try and kill one of those off. Yeah, looks like he's gonna finish the two of them. God damn, man. I thought we were gonna go flawless in today's video. Actually, how much Diane does the Diane have? If we could get a merger, we could be good to go. Hold on. Can we? Oh, we can only use 2 cards. Do I want to? I definitely want to taunt because that'll increase your ultimate by so much. Why not? We'll go for this play here. Surely you just one tap at this point. I know there's still darkness debuffs on you. Please, Dan, this is your time to shine. Crit Esther? Oh, I mean, I am still more than happy with that result there. Wow, we actually managed to bring that back. I mean, there's no saying Esterosa couldn't bring this one back himself, but we're in the clear. And our final opponent, oh god, I'm so glad, dude. I am so glad we came up against another Barn team, because I feel like we didn't really get to show this matchup off a lot this video. Oh god, who am I kidding, man? It really needs to stop. I cannot pray, and it's not even because I want the Merlin to look good at this point. I just pray we get a good unknown blue unit within the next update or so, just so I can stop seeing Barn, because it's everywhere at this point, and I was so looking forward to grinding top 100 to try and get the Wailu that's being given out this week, or this season. You guys know what I mean. But the Reinhardt team just completely shattered. It wasn't even like it shattered my confidence. It just shattered my like motivation to play the game. And I was still playing the game and such, but it was such a drag to try and go match after match after match into the Barn team. And a lot of them where I'd be a lot higher CC. And I know the Barn team does use HP food, but even just matching up the CC to Ivar to be using HP food, it just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd be playing so much better and then they get a lucky merger, or I don't know, something like Reinhardt gets really lucky with the passive draw he gets and I end up losing. God damn. King Card actually killing Barn. Love to see it. And do we not get the... Really would have loved it if we could have stunned Arthur there, although the Holy Relic probably would have ended up making him full heal anyways. And you see that there, the Arthur got to the point where he procced Holy Relic, but because he's using blue Tarmiel or red Tarmiel, either, it healed him and made it so he didn't proc the Holy Relics. So honestly, would not recommend using the Tarmiels on Arthur. You can go ahead and use it, of course, especially if you don't have a Holy Relic, but just keep in mind that can happen. Patiencing all these hits, bro. Damn, I have to try out one of the Valenti teams again, the full patience ones, because those were pretty fun. I definitely enjoyed doing those videos. Go for this hit. We don't even need the stance at this point. I might go ahead and finish up this turn, and then we will wrap things up. Surely Merlin can kill the Alpha for the end of the video. Please, Merlin, do your thing. Yeah, look at that. Good damage. And there we go, that just about does it for today's video. If only there was some form of mono blue team that was super meta at this point, because I'd love to see what Merlin is able to hit on one of those teams. But when having a look at the blue units, I mean, back in the day, there was a lot of mono blue teams, but I mean, there's really good individual characters, but there's no real full set of blue units. Of course, you could run the Elizabeth Tarmiel, that kind of stuff, the Margaret back in the day, but now, I mean, most competent units here, Chandler, Estarossa, King, Ludociel. Cusack is still very good, especially with his Holy Relic, taking that into consideration. Ominous Nebula Zeldris is pretty decent. Amelia fell off quite a bit. Yeah, a lot of these characters are definitely on the mediocre side, but in saying that, majority of the box in Grand Cross is pretty mediocre. They really need to go ahead and stab off some of these older characters, but once again, that just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If so, please hit the like button, subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.